Hello everyone, I'm Conquering History Games and welcome back to part 2 of my Avant-Garde France campaign, Fast France campaign, here in Hearts of Iron 4 Red Flood. So the first thing you're going to notice is there's some slight differences here. Basically what happened is they already patched something in the demo version, so I just took us back to the end of part 1, and this is basically they just fixed something that was causing a crash. It won't be in the release version. So the only thing that's really changed, I think, is that I'm making extra infantry to put into my garrison as quickly as possible, and that's really about it. Actually, I don't want to put these here. A second. Just move some things around. There we go. So you can get training, and I can get a little bit of army experience. That would be very nice to have. Checking some other things. Okay, I think we're yeah, we're good. We're gonna do full speed into the world, then Rotachism. So I thought I was gonna. I was thinking that I was going to talk a little bit more about futurism. We'll talk about it a little bit in each one, and I thought I'd show you guys another famous painting. So this is called Dog on a Leash, or also known as Dynamism of a Dog on a Leash. So there you have it. So this is another just quintessential example of futurism. This is an Italian painting, though, not Russian. Futurism really took hold mostly in Italy, because that's where it was born, with D'Annunzio, who I don't want to talk about too much. I want to save that for in the future when you can play as him. Sometimes this is, I'll just try to read it in the Italian. I think the official Italian name is Dinamisio de un cane al gunzaglio. So sometimes it's called Dog on a Leash, but I think you need to have the word dynamism in there. And of course, it's the whole idea. One of the ideas of futurism is that it's motion, 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 right? So that's why all the legs have been multiplied, the tails have been multiplied, even the head a little bit, as well as the feet. So it's just. Yeah, it's like on something, it's like, classic oil paintings, these beautiful works of art that are just of a still painting of like a fruit basket, and so that's what's being done here as well. Just an idea of like, this is just something relatively mundane, just somebody taking their dog out on a walk. They probably do this every single day, and a lot of people do that all over the world. It's not, the act itself is not anything spectacular, but yet also the chain, the leash here itself is also moving around, and so that is futurist art. And speaking of futurist art, I thought I would also read, so this is from the Technical Manifesto of Futurist Painting. So there were actually manifestos of futurism that were being created. Like, you actually know, people know when futurism was born. It was born on the 18th of March 1910. But I thought I would read here. So this is from Umberto Boccioni, Carlo Cara, Luigi Russolo. Luigi Russolo is just classic futurism. That's funny. But if you want to hear futurist music, Luigi Russolo is the guy to listen to. Giacombala and Gino Severni. So they declared, 1. All forms of imitation must be despised. All forms of originality glorified. 2. It is essential to rebel against the tyranny of the terms harmony and good taste as being two elastic expressions by the help of which it is easy to demolish the works of Rembrandt, of Goya, and Rodin, which is kind of funny because two of those artists are my favorite. 3. Art critics are useless or harmful. 4. All subjects previously used must be swept aside in order to express our whirling life of steel, of pride, of fever, and of speed. 5. That the name of quote-unquote madmen, with which it is attempted to gag all innovators, should be looked upon as a title of honor. 6. That innate complementarianism that is an absolute necessity in painting, just as free meter in poetry or polyphonic in music. 7. That universal dynamism must be rendered in painting as a dynamic sensation. 8. That in the manner of rendering nature, the first essential is sincerity and purity. And finally, 9. That movement and light destroy the materiality of bodies. And if I could just read a little bit more, they said that Our art will probably be accused of tormented and decadent cerebralism, but we shall merely answer that we are, on the contrary, the primitives of a new sensitivism multiplied 100-fold, and that our art is intoxicated with spontaneity and power. So I hope that that really helps you guys understand what Futurism is all about. I'm not quite sure how I can make it any clearer than literally reading the manifesto. Also, they ended the manifesto by saying they demanded for 10 years the total suppression of the nude in painting. Now that might confuse some people, because maybe you might be confusing Futurism with maybe like Dadaism or something. Or, well, Dadaism isn't inherently nude, but like especially if you're American, you might think of, when you're thinking of like avant-garde art, nudity will often come to, like, things like nudity, or things like being sacrilegious might come to mind. But you got to understand, of course, the nude is a classical form. Think of nude painting, think of nude sculptures, of course, but even Goya, even though he caught a lot of crap for it, Goya had his famous, I'm trying to find a decent sized picture. Okay, I can't find one, but one of Goya's most famous paintings is a nude. So they want to suppress that, because I suppose they associated the nudity with classicalism, with tradition.
Attention.
Let me just change this color real quick. There we go. Oh yeah, like that. Alright, so we're going to take Wallonia, and that'll also get us in a position where we can quickly go down into Spain whenever the Civil War breaks out. Let's take adventure in Spain. By the way, I don't know, I didn't remember exactly what order of things I was taking the researches in, so that's probably not going to be. Wait a minute, we're not gaining army experience. Oh, damn it all.
Écoutez.
Well, let's stop training then. That sucks. That is quite a problem. Why can we not get it from training? It'll be okay. Now, currently, it's going to take us 624 days. We should probably not be building these then. French Unionists, we will give them open and full support. We should then pick it up. It's going to cost 5 tension, and there you have it. Too easy. Alright, now, we're going to bring a lot of our infantry right here. We do have some command power we could start to use now. I'm thinking we're going to use, I think charisma and offensive doctrine, of course.
Attention.
Let's give him scavenger. Yeah, who else? Okay, I wanted you to be a combined arms expert, because we're going to try to have a lot of mechanized eventually. Not right now, but later. They've united with us, so now we got war support. Great. So we're still going to probably go to war at some point this episode. But we're now going to come down here and grab all the state beyond labor or capital stuff, because we have to take both of these branches of the focus tree in order to come down to modernization without mercy, and eventually go down to faster, which is that's how we're gonna get rid of corporate management. So the corporate management, even though this means that I'm now getting a little bit of political power per day, which is almost entirely just due to me having picked up Paul Marion, it's more we gotta. Well, we'll talk about the faster later, but this is how you really start to get political power. But the really important part here is brutes with culture. Basically, you get a bonus in something, but you take a hit in something else. Whereas all this state beyond labor and capital stuff is entirely good. So the entirety of economic thought has been built on a faulty foundation. It assumes that the means of production are meant for petty human consumption rather than accelerating to a better future. Obviously, we must remedy this great error, and so that's going to give us construction speed bonus. So there's only upsides in these 4. After that, we got to start paying the piper. But we also cored these areas when we took them, which is really good, of course. I think we're gonna, we're gonna put these guys on the Italian border until a war with Spain breaks out. So it'll take 30 in Spain breaks out, not with Spain, but it'll only take 35 days for us to take it. Maybe about 2 months if I had just started at a different focus, because I don't want to cancel a focus to then go into another one. But I'm just glad at least every 10 days I get 1 point, but it's okay. I only need enough political power to justify a war, and we're going to go after the Netherlands. Now, I don't want to mess... I don't know if I had said this, because I had already recorded some stuff before the crashes were happening, so hopefully I'm not repeating myself on stuff, and I'm only going to say things that I was saying in the new one. Well, here before I take this. But basically, No, let me read this first. Okay. Before, labor was forced to face the horrible conditions of autonomy and keeping their output. Now they shall know the true prosperity of efficiency. Okay, so here's the thing. If you haven't seen me play Equestria at War, this is going to sound weird, but hang in there. You'll know, but when I play Equestria at War, often I will, if I'm playing in Griffonia, I'll end the campaign while I'm still technically at war with Equestria, which is basically supposed to be America, because Equestria will guarantee nations on on the continent that I'm fighting on, and it's just one of those things where I don't want to be bothered with actually producing the huge amount of like ships and stuff that I would need to go across and defeat them. So if the United States joins any faction I'm at war with, if they guarantee the independence of a nation I'm at war with, I am not going to capitulate the United States. I just do not feel like messing with the Navy for that long, especially when I want to showcase other parts of this mod. I might not even ever invade the United Kingdom. So like, yeah, if I'm attacking the Netherlands and the United States guarantees their independence, I will capitulate the Netherlands, I will guard my coast, and if they're unable to successfully invade me, we're just going to say it's a peace with honor and call it a day. Not that I'm only going to take the Netherlands, I'm going to do more than that. Heroic capitalism. Labor was previously subjugated to either petty bourgeois whims or their own foolish desires. Now labor shall be directed towards achieving the great utopia. I want to check a couple things here. Okay. No political power stuff here. Yep, just rush into faster to faster. Having said that, what are my goals? Well, I would like to take Catalonia from the Spanish. I want to give Italy to D'Annunzio. There's a Uganda. It's an event they trigger where they fight the United Kingdom. Uganda doesn't have a tree though, so it's not going to go very well. Anyway, so we want to take Catalonia. I want to make the Rhine my natural border with Germany, and I'm probably just going to eat up all of the Netherlands. Yeah, as I was saying, I'm going to give Italy to D'Annunzio. I might take Piedmont for myself, probably Sardinia as well. Oh, there we have it. The Spanish War has begun. So we're going to get some people on the border here. In preparation as necessary. Nice! We got a bonus. It's wait, what are we missing? Infantry equipment. It's fine.
Attention.
Okay, anyone else ready to get an upgrade? No? Okay. That's fine, that's fine, that's very, very fine. No. Alright, hold on here. We're gonna grab United for the Art. We may be rapidly surging towards a better tomorrow, but that doesn't mean we don't have refined taste. Futurism was conceived in the finest aesthetics. We must not abandon our style in the frenzy. That's just going to up my stability a bit, which is nice. I'm going to be having stability problems, especially once I go to war, because it is going to be an offensive war. And I don't care who I offend! But it's going to drop my stability, of course. Now, the thing that I'm mostly worried about is volunteers shoring up the Netherlands, because you do have the Rhine here, which is kind of big and could be a pain in the ass to cross, so we're going to try to push hard and push fast, if at all possible. We got to get engineering companies in there as soon as possible. Yeah, I know, and also I know that I could have been taking the Spain thing, but it's not a big deal. This is going to probably go for a little bit. Oh, actually, the Spanish state is Accelerationist. I wonder if there's a Oh, but they don't have their own tree. The Spanish Republic kept the unique tree. Okay, so they're probably not going to join us. Unless it switches to the tree after they win. I don't know. But after this, we'll do adventure in Spain. I just wanted to get a little bit of a stability boost. It's just always nice to have that. There, is that enough to give me a teeny little bit more political power a day? So that's good. Yep, adventure in Spain. We must accelerate our ideology beyond borders. We must first, as we accelerate our ideology beyond borders, we must first turn towards our neighbors. Spain presents an easy opportunity for a foothold in the Atlantic. Meanwhile, we're going to justify on the Netherlands. Is anybody going to... Yep, there's the U.S. Who else? Who else is going to guarantee them? Who else is going to do it? Is it just the United States? Not the United Kingdom? Not Italy? Well, yeah, then I'm definitely going to attack them. Also, I have a core here with Romandi, so I have to defeat the Swiss at some point as well. And yeah, I'm very aware that my economy is not great. That's why I'm just doing infrastructure for a while. It's gonna be, we're probably not gonna be able to get off of civilian economy until we're down here at faster. Speaking of which, so this is simply a temporary section of the folk tree. All of these things are gonna stay here, but I think that the opportunity in Spain. Okay, we're gonna march into Catalonia. Oh, they want to fight? You want to fight? Oh, you done messed up now, Spain. That's terrific. I am actually so pleased. That is amazing. So anyway, real quick, this section down here, after we take warrior priests and children of the patron, there's a bunch of focuses down here. You have to pick one and then go straight down, but I think in a final version later, I'm not even saying it's going to be in the release, you're going to be able to mix and match these, so you can embrace the countryside and feminism and have militarism as a cure for the world and do the fast messiah. But what I'm going to do, I've already gone through these and I'll go through them more when we get there, but I'm going to take embrace the countryside and go down here. I think that's the best overall option for what I'm doing. Okay, elastic defense or... No, I gotta get maintenance companies at some point. Alright, so this is great. This is fantastic. It means we're gonna be able to get some army experience, which is awesome, of course.
Écoutez.
We're on the road to Pamplona. Alright, so that Spain stuff's being taken care of. We could start going towards Slavic barbarians, but I really want to just get some political power going once we get rid of the corporate state. It's just a case of, oh yeah, sure, I could open up decisions, but then I can't use any of them because I don't have political power. So why have it? Nice encirclement. Oh no, not quite. Very pleased with this though.
Gardez vos rangs.
Come over here. Yeah, we need to change these tank regiments. There we go. Wonderful. Okay, maybe a little faster. We have actually lost no casualties so far. That's great. Bloodless war. I can dig it. Now, have I deployed any planes? No. I've got some interwar fighters. Great.
Écoutez. Écoutez.
There we go. Oh, this is a nice encirclement with the, what is there, 8 in here? Ish. Looks like 8 divisions. Oh, they have quite a lot, though. Still, can't feel good for the Republic to lose the northern section.
Écoutez.
There we go.
Visez bien.
Keep moving. Yes. Yes, give me the army experience. Give it to me.
Aux ordres.
They're just whipping back and forth. They don't know where to go. There's no escape. Ah, ha, 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 ha.
Aux ordres. Allez, allez, allez.
Oh, did you hear that? I think that guy, I swear, just went, hurry, hurry, hurry. Yes. Alright, let's take that. Fantastic.
Écoutez. Aux ordres.
Get that overrun. Should hopefully capture some equipment too. Need the maintenance companies though. Culture of speed. We must not be afraid to rush into the future. Rather, we must retrieve our future as quickly as possible. So this is going to give me some research speed because, you know, speed! But I'm going to lose stability because of it. Alright, go. Now the war over here is going to start 26th of April. Damn, it's only been 6 days earlier. Could have been 420 blazing, man. Alright, 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 alright. Yeah.
Continuez d'avancer.
That could, yeah. Oh, Italy did guarantee the Netherlands. Okay, so that is a little bit more of a mixed bag, but the good news is that we've got an ally who is going to be able to open up a second front against them. Can we get military access? Here we go. Great. Good, 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 good. So with this encirclement, yeah, their numbers have been cut about in half. Can't imagine they could have afforded to lose all that equipment either. There we go. Okay, now let's get some... Oh, wait a minute. Let's duplicate some engineers in there. Something like that. There we go.
Pareil.
Alright. Raise street warriors. As we speed through civilization, we must similarly speed through our very communities and streets. Gas, gas, gas! Race like the Dutch are after you! So that's some Mad Max shit going on in the French streets. That's cool. So we're gonna end up with a little bit more than I had expected of Spain. See, the problem is oil. That's why we gotta capitulate the Netherlands first before anything, because we're just gonna run out of oil. What's this? Oh, right, a couple. What is this? The beginnings of the beginning of a fast life. It was just before afternoon. Hold on a second. I swear this is so loud in my ears. It was just before afternoon. Antonide. Oh, excuse me. You know what? Let me get a little bit of water. My throat's kind of hurting me. I'll just be a second. I'll be fast. Alright, sorry about that. So, it was just before afternoon. Antonin had been in the air combat school for just over 4 months, and today his squadron was doing something different. Today was not a normal training flight. Instead of their usual instructor, the squadron was led by a warrior priest. He was dressed in a rough ox skin jacket, which along with his helmet was painted in ornate and colorful patterns. As they got into their planes and left the airfield, Anton's adrenaline was already rushing through his veins. They flew lower than normal for a good while, until suddenly he could hear the warrior priest's voice through the radio, distorted by noise. "Okay, Aaron, after me!" The priest said as Anthony could see his plane fly straight up into the sky, with the rest of the squadron following suit. It was then that Anthony could feel it. As the G-forces was pushing on his body, he could feel his soul escaping his body. Behind him, the curtains of reality were unveiling, revealing the superworld. As his soul was ascending, he could feel the marrow in his bones being pushed down towards the ground. Whilst the priest was chanting nonsensically through the radio, Anthony felt his soul leaving him completely, the sensation knocking him unconscious. When he regained his senses, he was in a black tunnel. At the end of it, he saw the ground accelerating towards him. As he traveled through the tunnel closer to its opening, he can feel himself regain power over his body. He was shot out of the tunnel and back into reality, his plane speeding down towards the earth. Antonai quickly, almost instinctively, pulled up his plane, again experiencing the orgasmic feeling of his soul leaving its mortal prison, almost losing consciousness again. It was only once Anthony rejoined the formation of planes that he truly regained his sense of reality. The low rumble that had covered his ears quickly turned to his friends' voices coming from the radio. Anthony! Anthony, are you alright? Yes. I'm doing great. Agioso velocitas. Alright, let's see. We're going to take you all, put you down there. Alright, construction's done. That's done. Fantastic. Alright, we don't quite have this dealt with yet. Almost there. Great. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just concentrate my motorized divisions. We're going to head down the coast. Just kind of keep them all in one place. Alright, what's this? Inferior enemy. Yeah, just go. Yeah, that's the ticket. Japan is going to keep going through China. They're going after the Yunnan clique now. So they're going through Indochina to hit them. Right, expand our ranks. A significant failure of the reviled Republique was its blatant disrespect towards its people. Instead, we shall challenge all of our momentum to blast toward the future. So now we'll have an expanded culture of speed, which is going to give me 2.5 recruitable population and lowers my research speed. But also, we're going to get whoa! Did you guys see that? That was pretty cool. But then we're gonna get a bunch of motorized, which is nice because we're short, we're about 500-ish, but we're gonna get yeah, we're gonna get enough more. We gotta get the engineering companies inside of our motorized as well. It's pretty crucial. Yeah, look at us go! Speed, speed, speed. Whoops, a little too much speed there. All right. Take the computing machines, even though it's way ahead of time for that. And let's see, we're already working on the reconnaissance, so artillery, because I also eventually, want to have those rockets and whatnot. So definitely want to keep that going. Okay, keep going. Great. Now we should why do we not? Oh, we're like 4 days away from having the political power. Okay, so what we're just gonna do is once we're done with expand our ranks, because we're running a deficit right now because my stability is so low. We just need to not take anything for a couple of days until we're able to declare the war. Okay. So what a side effect, huh? Alright, we want not the oil processing. Let's just get infantry stuff going. Eventually I also want to grab mechanized. Wait, no, not yet. Alright, 10th of May now. Alright, our justification is complete. What time is it? We're gonna start this war in the next episode, and actually I'm glad I did not just attack because Italy is still out there, so we need to wait a little bit. But we can go ahead and start ending the perverted society since we have our available war goal. We've got till the 9th of July before we gotta stop. Alright, so I'm just gonna read this event and then we'll call it a day. In the countryside, Clique Drudiste, a new futurist faction within our movement, is demonstrating their political influence by organizing several Celtic pagan rituals in French forests. Most of their influence is in Brittany, but it's slowly spreading as the younger generation of peasants is interested in sexual rituals. The clique is heavily influenced by Yugoslav Xenotism and French primitivism, declaring that Celtic tribes lived fast lives despite their technological backwardness, since true speed comes from mentality and not technology. Marc Augier, who is hailed as Mister, has already organized his followers into a paramilitary group dressed in nothing but fur of various wild animals. In the night, they claim they become true animals. He will warn them about the dangers of separatism, because why would we let him have the gathering? It's going to hurt my stability. Maybe there's a bonus later, but right now let's just pop up that popularity. Okay, so in the next episode, we're going to go to war with the Netherlands. This is going to extend our border with Germany. And also, we are going to find ourselves at war with Italy. So we're going to be expanding pretty damn fast, all things considered. But it also means I'll get a lot of my goals at once. By the way, Luxembourg is a puppet of Germany, so I can't just go and swallow that up. And that's good, though, that we're going to expand so much, because it's still a long ways to go. We got... It's going to take about 9 months after this perverted societies is done before we're going to be able to get the faster, which is really not that bad. We'll still only be in 1938. So we could, we can make some good things happen. Anyway, I'm Conquering History Games. Thank you all for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. Must go faster.